G'day. Welcome back. I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers, and I hope you enjoy the content on my channel. If you missed the last video, there's a link up there now, you can go watch that first. Now, a few months ago, when I reached 600 subscribers, one of my long-term subscribers challenged me to a little task when I reached 1,000 subscribers. Now, that occurred a week or so ago, and now that I've finished making things for the year in the workshop, I decided to go to the kitchen and accept his challenge and make a Thai dish. So follow me out to the kitchen and we'll get started. Alrighty, so what I'm going to make is a Thai green curry. It's one of my favourite Thai dishes and one of the simplest. There's not a lot of ingredients. Some diced up pork, some onion. I think these things are called Thai eggplants, but I'm not sure. But anyway, some of those. And some green curry paste and some coconut milk. But anyway, first thing I'm going to do is chop these onions up. Now, we don't go slicing them all up. All we do is cut them like that and then just section them off like this. Leave them fairly whole. Don't go chopping them up too much. Now, I actually make a green curry a little differently to the way the Thais make it. And in all honesty, every time a Thai eats my green curry, they go, oh geez, that's nice. Because the way they make it, it's just swimming in liquid. And they use a lot of liquid in the cooking, which just ends up going down the drain when they're done. They don't eat it. But what I do is I cook this down until it's like a thick sauce. So I generally don't eat rice. It's not that bloody good for you, so I don't eat rice. So this tends to be the whole meal. Anyway, I'll move this camera and we'll get on with the cooking. Alrighty, so you want a nice hot pan. Bit of coconut oil in there. Not too much. Plenty of fat on this pork. The pork I buy chunks of collar and slice it up and just put it in the individual bags and put it in the freezer. But when I do that, there's always daggy bits all over it, so I cut all them off, and that's what I use for making these green curries with. A little bit more oil in there. Thicken. That's a bit much, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go with the coconut milk. And just want to brown all that off, and once it's starting to look a little brown, I'll get some onion in there. Don't want to fry it off too much, just enough till it starts to go a little bit opaque. Bring you back in a minute. Alrighty, I think before I said brown that meat off, I don't really want to brown it off, just seal it off. And in there with the onions, get them going. Just until they're a bit opaque. Alrighty, so next cab off the rank, put your green curry in. Thai lesson, I don't actually know the Thai word for curry, but green is kiao, and they usually say si kiao. Si kiao is colour green. Now this stuff, about a teaspoonful like that in something this size, more than enough for me. First time I ever made my wife one of these, my version of this, she asked me why I made it so spicy, and believe you me, she eats stuff a lot spicier than I do. But anyway, this stuff, you can't just toss it in there and tip your coconut milk in, you need to fry it off a bit. So get it in there and spread it around. fry it off a bit. Like I said, this is a pretty simple dish. Just fry that off a little bit. Right, now while that's frying off a bit, all those onions were frying, I've cut up these eggplants or whatever they are. The bigger ones I quarter, the little ones I just cut in half. But that's what they look like cut up. Now that's had time to fry off a bit. Get some coconut milk in there. I can't believe everything here is, you buy coconut milk, even coconut cream here, it's always liquid. But I see, you know, people cooking videos from overseas and they're opening up cans and it's solid. I don't get that. I don't understand it at all. But anyway, just get and mix it up a bit. Toss in the eggplants, whatever they are. If I don't have any of these when I want to make this and couldn't be bothered going down the market to buy some, I just use a bit of broccoli, something like that. Broccoli normally is what I'd normally put in it. Yes, I hate this bloody pot. It's kind of like a cross between a wok and a frying pan. It's kind of a weird sort of thing. Now those damn things are pretty hard and you've got to give them plenty of time to cook down. I bring this up to basically to a boil and then turn it down to a simmer and just leave it. It can take quite a while. It's not something you could set and forget because coconut milk, just like real cream, will split, and if you cook it down too much it'll split and you'll just end up with this oily looking mess on the top. But for now that's going to be left to simmer. It'll take maybe 15 to 20 minutes and I'll cook that coconut milk down to like a thick sauce. Well, those green things, whatever they are, they're soft now and that's not quite as thick as I would like it, but I don't want to push my luck and have it split. So I'll get it out of there and dish it up and show you. Well, there we have it. As the Thais would say, aroi mak mak, or very, very delicious. Or as my wife would say from up north in Isan, sep lai de, or sep lai lai. So I'm going to enjoy it. If you try cooking it up yourself, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to go eat my dinner. See you later.